What is going on, guys? Joe Putch here. I just woke up about 30-some minutes ago. Sorry I didn't make a video this weekend. Was doing a lot of things, but back on a normal schedule. So today's video, as you see by the title, we're talking about Boogie2988. Now, I don't know if you guys don't know who he is, or if you've ever heard of him, or if you've ever seen any of his videos on YouTube. I mean, 4 million people have, so he's not unknown. Does he have 4 million subscribers? I think so. So, we're talking about Boogie2988 today. And the reason I wanted to talk about him was, I really don't know. That's just an idea for a video that came to mind. But I wanted to talk about him and his transformation and watching his videos when I was younger and like what his videos mean to me now. Because they're very important, I believe. So I want to get right into that. So Boogie2988 is this YouTuber that does a lot of video game reviews, talks about video games, E3, video game events, Comic-Con, any type of game. He does a lot of vlogs, a lot of talks, a lot of story time videos, and that's really his focus, is stories about himself and games in all sorts of different types of games, like board games and PC games and console games and VR and this and that and World of Warcraft and EverQuest, and I don't think he's ever mentioned RuneScape, so we're gonna keep that out. I don't know if he has. I'm sure he said the word, but I don't know if he's ever played it. So Boogie2988, I remember watching him when I was in 2009. I remember I came across one of his videos. That's when I discovered YouTube, when my cousin first showed me YouTube. And that's when I first saw a video of Boogie2988, is when he was still a really big dude and just did a bunch of funny skits. Like he ate a mango and he sped it up real fast. That was a classic YouTube thing to do. Speed it up real fast for it to sound funny. And then he ate a bunch of like chocolate Easter bunnies. I remember watching that. And then Fat Guy Eats Cereal was another video he did. And what else did he? Just a bunch of funny skits back in the early days of YouTube, in like 2009 to 10, he was doing a lot of skits. He would talk about things too. Like he did a video on the death of his mother. He did a video about 9/11, which I think that was like 2012 or 13. He did that. I don't think that was in 2000. I don't think that was 2009 or 10. But I remember watching him when I was 10 years old, doing these videos and doing these skits. They were very funny. And so then I'd say about 2011, I went absent on his channel, and I really didn't watch his channel a whole bunch up until this year, actually. So I mean, I would see his videos on and off, and I'd play them throughout the years. I'd find them and like, oh, I'm gonna watch one of his videos, but it's never consistent. Now I can say Monday through Friday, because I'm at work. When I'm working, I have my headphones in and I listen to him talk a lot, because I like listening to Boogie2988 talk, because he talks about a lot of very intriguing things, and he has a very specific way of talking, which is pretty nice to listen to when you're working, when I'm working at least. So I plug in my headphones and I'll just listen to him talk about whatever he wants, story time, the draw of my lives, or even skits. I'll just listen on my headphones. I wish I could watch it, but you know, I'm working, so. But I think the main reason I'm making this video is because Boogie2988's real videos about depression and anxiety and suicide are all very, I wouldn't say relatable, because I don't have depression, I don't have anxiety, I've never thought to kill myself. I'm very fortunate for that, but you know, his videos are very important, and they reach out to a lot of people like depression and anxiety, because you see that in him. Like he has chronic anxiety and depression, and a lot of people on his channel are now unsubscribing and stuff because they think he's just, at this point, just he's like a party pooper channel. Like all he does is talk about himself, and all he does is talk about his sadness. But I mean, when you're dealing with that type of stuff, talking about it, that's one of the best things to do, number one. Number two, yeah, again, just getting it out there is important, and why wouldn't you talk about it? And he's letting people know what it's like, his experiences, because there are other people that want to see the videos. Obviously, when there are likes on those types of videos, even if the dislikes exceed the likes, some people are still watching his videos to understand and whatnot. So those videos that he has on depression and anxiety and suicide prevention and all that are very, very, very cool and very outreaching to a lot of people, I believe. And you know, I think he's doing the right thing. That's why I wanted to make this video, is to tell him, if he ever came across this video, that he should not stop doing what he's doing, because he's making a change with not only himself, but a lot of other people. I mean, he went through recent gastric bypass surgery and lost like 200 some odd pounds. He's got a whole new set of teeth. You know, his upkeep on himself is great. His mental health is going up and is steadily rising. His physical health is definitely going up. That is a plus, and I think he's heading in the right direction. So, Boogie, if you ever see this video, know that you're doing the right thing and you're going in the right direction. And brother, I promise you, everything's going to be okay. I don't know if you will see this video, but, you know, I'm a big fan of yours. I mean, your content is great. Not talking back to you guys because I don't know if he's going to come across this video. Boogie's content is really, really fun. If you want to check him out, go to Boogie2988. That is Boogie 2988. And he's got a lot of funny videos. He's got a bunch of skits. He's got the Francis videos, which a lot of people know about. And he's got game reviews, film reviews. He does some film reviews too. He just basically talks. He talks about things. It's very intriguing. And I wish I was fortunate enough to have that set up to do that and to gain a lot of subscribers and whatnot, and have a good positivity, have a good positive influence on people, which I hope I do, but, you know, my audience isn't too big yet, but, you know, Boogie he's kind of an inspiration. I mean, you see his transformation. He, at his highest, was almost 600 pounds. He was 500 some odd pounds, and was a big unhealthy dude, and now he's changing like crazy, and it's awesome to see. I don't remember watching the video showing his gastric bypass when it first happened. I remember it took me like a year or so to see that video, but it's crazy to see a change, because I mean, right before that surgery he was big, and I'm talking huge, and now he's slimming down, and it's crazy to see him. You know, he got his old teeth taken out because they were rotting and falling off. He didn't take care of them, and now he's got these perfect white implants in, which was from G4 by Gulpa. That's who did those pretty little whites of his. The G4 by Gulpa, it's this little dentist company, did Boogie's teeth, and they look fantastic. So, you know, but I like watching Boogie's content and whatnot, because it's inspiring. He talks about things that I like to hear. His way of talking is very interesting, like I said earlier. He does this thing where he talks, and then he'll pause for like half a second, and then it'll cut to the new clip of him talking again, which is the way his editing is, and the way his way of speech is, and the way he projects himself is pretty fun to watch and listen to. Some creators on YouTube, I like their content, but I just sometimes the way they speak doesn't necessarily annoy me, or I don't dislike it because that's the way they speak. It just doesn't really interest me. Like Boogie's, for some reason, his does, and I don't know. It's probably because he's very formal. He talks about things in a very formal way, while a lot of people stutter and they say, which I do a lot. I'm guilty of that. But you know, he's straightforward. He gets to the point, and he delivers the message that he wants to deliver. Sorry about this weird camera angle too. I know that I need to fix it. I know I look giant. Probably not, but you know, sitting here, I don't want everything down here to show, because I want to look professional and whatnot. So, back to the topic. Yeah, Boogie is a pretty big inspiration for a lot of people, I think, regardless if he's losing subscribers or not, because, I mean, his physical health has changed, his mental health is changing. He went through a divorce, and he's still coming out strong. A lot of people that have depression and anxiety would probably, sadly, give up on their lives and take their lives, and he's pushed through that. And there's not to say that he's had suicidal tendencies, which he's mentioned in his videos, but, recently, I don't think he's tried to kill himself, and I hope he hasn't. If he has tried, I pray he doesn't again. But he's one of my favorite creators. You know, I have a lot of favorite YouTube creators like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Boogie. But I kind of stopped watching Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and I don't know why. I need to get back into that. But you know, Boogie, big inspiration for a lot of people, and he does great things, and I just love his videos. I love the story time series. He talks about himself a lot in his past and his childhood abuse, which is really traumatizing to listen to. It's pretty disgusting what his mother did. But, you know, I just think he's a great YouTuber overall, and if you guys need to check him out again, that's Boogie2988, Boogie2988. Very good YouTuber, and, you know, I think he's relatable in a lot of ways, because I didn't go through. I don't have depression. I don't have anxiety. I don't have suicidal thoughts or tendencies. but his way of speaking and the games, which I can relate because I'm a big gamer, and other aspects of life are relatable. And I mean, in the end, we're all relatable. We're all human, so, you know. Yeah, again, go check him out. Boogie2988. That is Boogie2988. He's got a bunch of storytime videos, which I think are funny, like the 72-ounce steak video and the childhood abuse, which isn't so funny, but is more serious. And, you know, listening to it gives you an idea what other people go through their lives, looking at them at an outside, as through this outside perspective. You have no idea what's going on in anyone's lives when you're just looking at them. You know, you have to talk to them. You have to learn about them. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked this little video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, have a good day. I don't know what video I'm going to do next, but I'm going to definitely do a video, and I'm going to find something to do. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye.